good afternoon. It is June 7th, and this is episode 46 of Three Sisters Knit. I am Sheila. You can find me on Ravelry as Shishi62.
And I'm Margaret, and you can find me on Ravelry as Magpie60. And you can also find our podcast group for information about what we talk about on Ravelry under Three Sisters Knit in the groups if you want to search for us there.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you for joining us. We are, if you're new to us, we're podcasting out of just outside of Toronto in Canada, and today actually was a provincial election in our province of Ontario. So we were voting for the local representative and then eventually the premier of our...
Who will be the premier of Ontario.
So we have both voted already. The polls will close tonight, and then we'll see who we end up with.
Yes.
It was definitely a situation, I think most people would agree, it's a situation of kind of holding your nose and picking one.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
nobody's particularly happy with all the candidates for various reasons.
Yes.
So anyway, it should be interesting. But we will not be talking politics.
Nope.
Other than just suggesting that people vote wherever you live. If you have that chance.
If you have that
people have
availability and that right to vote, do it.
Do it. Yeah. People have fought in many countries, and people still fight today for the right to vote. So
yes, they do.
Do take advantage of that responsibility and that right that you have.
Take advantage of the democracy that we are so lucky to have.
Yeah. So, but what we do talk about is yarn and knitting and crafty things
and fiber festivals.
Yes, and all the things that go along with that. So we are going to turn our attention directly to that
because it's positive and fun.
Yes,
and we like to be that way.
Yeah. So, anyway, why don't you start, because you've got a little bit more on the go. So we'll start with our whips.
I have a whip, and I have my June socks.
Yeah. I think the last time I picked it, but we didn't have a pattern.
I did not have a pattern.
So you had to look for something.
I found a pattern. I'm going to look it up. I have an app on my iPad called Knit Companion, and this is what it looks like when you can download it for free. And you can take your patterns right off of your Ravelry and put them in your Knit Companion as a PDF. So I have a whole pile of mine in there. But when you want to start it, you put it under projects. So when I click on projects, I get a list. There, you can just sort of see the lines. I get a list of all of them. And the one I have chosen is one called Devil's Snare. It is by Erica Lauder. Let me just see. I need to get rid of this. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. Okay. And you can make notes and do all this. But I'm going to see if I can sort of get an idea. There's the sock that I'm making. It's by Erica Lauder. She did the Hermione's Everyday sock.
Oh, okay. I thought the name was familiar.
Oh, she has a whole bunch of Harry Potter style, and these are a free pattern.
Oh, okay.
The Devil's Snare is a plant in one of the movies where it sort of starts to creep and crawl and take over you, sort of thing. Okay. So it's kind of like some of the stuff we get out here every once in a while.
Yeah, those dog stranglers.
So that is the pattern that I'm doing, and I love it. Absolutely love it.
And Sheila showed it to me when I arrived here today, and I love it too. It's such a beautiful pattern.
And it's a great pattern because it's only down the front of the foot. So this is the front of, this is the leg. It's a top down. So this is the leg.
Yeah, that's really nice. Just
I know.
Pull that a little bit so you can see. So it's got like a center, sort of a seam, I guess you'd call it, but like a center stitch that keeps everything nicely balanced, and then a really pretty
the back
lacy.
Is this. So look at this yarn. Is this not gorgeous? Look at the heel.
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
I have partridge heel.
So gorgeous.
So I've just, as you can see, I've just started with the gussets and the decreasing and all of that sort of stuff. But I have both. Now this one I've got the heel part done. I haven't picked up the stitches for the gusset yet. So, and I'm working out of the ball. This one is the center pull one, so I keep this one when I'm not. It's all in my bowl that my son gave me. And I put this on the bottom with the needles sort of going through the little yarn hole and let it sit on top, and I pull gently from up high to unwind it for the outside for this one. And I am using my my flexi flips for the heel.
Oh,
for doing the heel, because there's so many stitches and you really need it on 3.
Yes.
So I've got them on the back 2, and then I work with the 3rd, and then the front while I'm doing the pattern is on my, I think these are like a Knitter Pride.
Okay.
Just one. Yeah.
Yes.
So that is what I am working on. It's the only thing I'm working on right now.
Oh wow, that's unusual.
Well, when I do my sock, I want to try to get it done.
Yes.
So I don't have a shawl on the go. I'm trying to find one that I want to do, and I sort of came across one in a magazine. I'm not 100% sure if I want to do it yet or not. Okay. Plus the yarn, it uses a thicker yarn, and I don't really have it. So
I am still working on my
sock
from my sock blank.
That's your second sock.
That's my second sock.
Yes.
So I have done a little more. I didn't put my stitch marker on there, but I think the last time I was probably down here. So I have done a little bit more. Most of it was on our knit night, and the next day or so I did a little bit more. But now I'm actually at the point where I need to do the heel as well. I think it calls for an eye of partridge heel. So I'll be probably working on that tonight. Yeah. And so that's where I am on that. So I have done a little bit, but not an awful lot. And I have not touched my Waiting for Rain shawl, which is unfortunate. But I do want to try and get these things done. But I've been focusing on my writing, and I've been accomplishing a fair bit on my writing. And I'm really happy about that.
You want to do that because you've got your one book already out.
Yes. And I'm really fortunate because book 2, I've had a friend of mine, of ours, who is interested in kind of working in this genre, and she wants to provide kind of editorial development guidance to authors. So she's been really kind to do it for me, and so she's given me back some really good feedback on my second book. And I just have to be in the right mindset to put in the suggestions. Yeah. Well, they were all really good suggestions too. So,
but because you got book 3 on your head, you're trying to work all that out.
I'm finding that.
That's fair enough.
Yeah. I'm afraid to move away because I did move away from it from book 3 to do some adjustments on book 2 before I sent it to her. Yeah. And so when I came back to book 3, I was struggling. Yeah. So I'm afraid to kind of give it up again. Yeah. So anyway, but I wrote 1,300 words this morning, and I finished chapter 6, and so I'm feeling really good about that.
Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah. That's really,
so I'm a little
bit
more than halfway through already, so. Yay!
I know.
So that's where that has really been a big focus for me.
I Googled it yesterday, your book, The Irishman's Bluff.
Yes.
Irishman's Bluff. Yeah. And I was like telling my husband, check this out. I said, here's her book. You can get it on Amazon. Yeah. It's actually here. If you Google it, it shows up. Yeah. The Irishman's Bluff.
Yeah. So, but anyway, it's exciting and it's fun. So. That is being my focus. But one of these days I'm actually going to be able to show these as an FO.
Finished, yes.
So, but I know you do have an FO.
I have an FO. Yeah. I'm
in love with this.
I was working the sock. This is what I have left of that sock blank.
Yeah, so that was
I have finished it.
Sock blank from Erin.
From Erin of Bling Your String.
Bling Your String.
So,
and it's amazing to look at that and then see the finished socks.
I know. So that is what I have left, and here are the socks.
Oh my God,
they're the same, beautiful. But they're different. You know?
Yeah, they match, but they're not matchy.
Yeah. I love them, and they feel really nice. Now I haven't washed them. I've just put them on the sock blockers, and you can see how they're a little
nubbly looking,
rumpled.
Yes.
Yeah. But other than that, I love them. They're very comfortable when they're on.
Yeah.
And I use the Toe Up Twins by Kieran Pegg.
Mm-hmm.
I really like the German short row heel.
Okay.
I do like that. It
Yeah.
feels nice, and you don't get as big a gap.
Oh, yes, at that joining spot.
At the join.
Yeah.
There's like a slight one there. Like you can see it here. There's just a really slight one.
Yeah, yeah.
But on one side, but the other side it never seems to show. Like sometimes I'll work on that and I'll try to pick up an extra stitch and then decrease it after, and it still seems to show. I don't know.
I have not figured out
I know.
the
Like this
solution.
one has a little bit.
Yeah. And it's
of
funny
one.
how like on one sock
And the other
it's more
side
noticeable
is a
than the
smidge.
other
I
sock,
know,
and
and it
it's
just
just-
depends on the side. One side seems to be worse than the other. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I love them. I really, really like them. They're
I love that.
so
I love how
easy
it
to
goes
do.
from like a mini stripe, like a solid almost,
To
to a
a-
mini stripe.
Yeah,
and then
to the
into
micro
something else.
striping and that.
And then-
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that look.
I
and then
know.
here too with the
I know.
pinks.
Well, I know.
love
And this
that.
one, look at it. There's a lot of the micro
Yeah.
striping on this one, the way it just turned out.
Oh, it's
I love
fascinating
it.
how
They're
that
so
goes.
much
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, you
So
just
I was
don't know how to-
counting my socks today. And
The-
I've
the
done
ones you've knit
the
for
ones I
yourself.
have knit this year. The number of
Oh,
socks
okay.
I've knit this year, I did January, February, March, April, May. So there's 5.
Yeah.
I finished that cable pair. That's 6.
Yeah.
I knit that pair for
For-
my friend.
yeah.
That's 7.
Yeah.
8.
Oh, wow. That's
And
amazing.
I'm working on
Nine.
my 9th pair of socks this year.
That's amazing.
I'm like so happy. I am, because I want to have, when you only
a
have
drawer full of socks.
I do. Well, I look at it as I'm worried about wearing them out.
Yeah.
Especially when you have like 1 or 2 pairs of hand knit.
Yes.
You want to wear them all the
All the
time,
time.
but I worry about wearing them out.
Yes.
And I actually have a bag. What I've done is all
The
the
little leftover
all this pairs of socks I've made for myself and for other people. I've thrown all the last bits in a bag.
Yeah.
Because if they ever need darning, I'm not one that likes to darn with a contrast.
Yeah.
I want to, or if I need to, a lot of them have the afterthought heel or a German short row heel, which I think I can sort of do an afterthought heel
Yeah.
with if I have to take that out.
Yes.
And I'd rather fix it so that they still look okay
Yes.
than put in, like I can always put in a different color heel or
Yes,
something like
yes.
that, which I'm okay with. But I look at that and I look at, okay, there's the heel, but I find that it's actually after where the actual heel joins, it's a bigger area than what you actually stitch for the heel. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And the same with the toe. Like, sure, the toe area and decreases starts here, but sometimes it's actually more on the, like the palm of your
Oh,
of the
okay.
toe, where the
Yeah.
padding of your toe is, the ball of
Yes.
your foot.
Yes.
That's actually which has nothing to do with your toe color. It's actually the main sock
Yeah.
color.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
none of my kids have worn a hole in their socks yet.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
I know. I've been holding on to mine as well, just
Yeah.
like little balls left. Like the one my Christmas socks from Christina's yarn. I still have the. Well, I have the
contrast.
stripy stuff, but
Yeah.
I've held on to the contrast
Oh,
because
so have I, yes.
yeah, just in case.
Yes.
But the thing about the Christmas ones is you're not going to
Wear
wear
them.
them year round.
You might wear them once a week for
a couple of weeks,
5 or 6 weeks.
Yeah, yeah.
That's about it.
yeah.
So, but yeah, so that's my 8th pair of socks this year.
That's amazing.
I know. I'm so proud of
Yeah,
myself.
yeah.
That doesn't usually happen.
So obviously I don't have an FO, so that's
That yeah,
everything.
so that's my FO, but that is pretty much it. I'm focused on my monthly sock right now. I am looking for I'm trying to go through, figure out a shawl, get some yarn, figure out what I want to do. Do I want to work out of a sock blanket and make another pair of socks? Just as like I like having just a vanilla pair of socks on the go, just so you know. I've got so much I can pick. I don't know where to start.
Yeah.
So, but then I'm going, oh, maybe I should think of Christmas and.
Yeah, this is a good time to start thinking.
I know,
If you want to
know.
make socks you have a lot of people you could make socks for.
I know, but I'm thinking of making it for the kids.
Well,
the
that's what
babies, the
oh,
grandbabies,
the
the
little
grandbabies.
ones. Yeah,
Yes. Because then I don't need to make big socks.
Yeah.
They're just little socks. They usually don't take too long. But then I'd like to make them each a hat, because the hat that they wore last Christmas is too small. The ones that I made them, the barley hat.
Yeah.
So now it's like, but what I was thinking of making is a barley hat for my granddaughter.
Yeah.
And instead of decreasing it, just sort of keep going a little farther up and just stitch it across the top and put a little pom-pom, one on either at either
that would
point.
be really cute.
She would look so cute with
Yeah.
it. Oh my God.
Yeah.
She's just so cute. So, but yes. And other than that, that would be it.
Yeah.
But also, like, my granddaughter turns 1 at the end of this month.
Yeah.
And then my grandson turns 1 at the end of next month.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I bought this yarn last year and it's worsted weight. And I want to make something, but it's a matter of trying to find, I think it's a worsted weight.
It looks like it.
Yeah, it's Araucania, the Huasco worsted. So it is worsted weight, and I've got 4 skeins. So I'm trying to find a dress, but it would definitely be more of a Christmas dress because it's a worsted weight. I'm not making her a summer dress at a worsted weight.
No.
And I love that color. Either that
it's a minty green.
Yeah.
But there is a little bit of darker running through
and
it.
I have 4 skeins, so it's not like I should have plenty to make of that because I think so. I'm trying to think. It's 218 yards in each skein, and I've got 4, so that's 6.
800.
Yeah.
Over 800.
8. Yeah. Almost 900. So that should do it for a 18-month-old.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
either that or I make her a little pullover or a little cardigan or something like that. Maybe I could find a little hoodie pattern, like a little hoodie, zippy or buttoned hoodie.
Yeah, I think that would be cute. Or even just a little, a sweater and a hat or something like that, like a pullover and a hat.
And maybe mitts to go with it or something like that.
Yeah, it just depends on...
Yeah. I just always worry the small stuff gets lost so easily when you're that size. So
So I wouldn't I wouldn't go.
I am so bad at this. I'd rather just go to the store and get something. I'm so not a sweater maker or anything. A hat I will do. Yeah. Mitts I will do. But that's about it. Yeah. So maybe I'll make her a hat out of that and do some cute little pom-poms out of it.
That would be cute.
Something like that. But other than that, last weekend,
I wanted to hear about this.
Now I'm going to bend down a sec.
Yeah, so last weekend was the
Prince Edward County Fiber Fest. This was the 2nd year it was run. Yeah. So,
and if you watch the Rosehaven Yarn podcast, you'll know that Leslie had a huge amount to do with organizing.
Yes, she's one of the main organizers of it. And if you watch her podcast, I was involved in a podcaster Q&A. There was myself, Christopher from Cabin Boy Knits, Eric of Sticks Plus Twine, and Diane from All Dyed Up. Myself, Leslie and her husband Tim from Rosehaven Yarn podcast. So there was
it was really interesting. I liked it. She asked really interesting questions. And there was an opportunity for people who were there to also ask questions. So it was a really, really good part of that day.
It was fun. It was we're doing it, and every time we just pass the mic around to each of us, right? And I'm so I'm holding it, and they're all going. Eric kept going,
pushing it up,
and he kept going. Celine Dion, Celine Dion.
I didn't hear that.
No,
I saw him.
You wouldn't hear that, but he kept going.
Gosh,
Celine Dion, Celine Dion, and you're Celine Dion. Put it right there.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
That's why I was laughing so hard all the time because he kept going, Celine Dion. Put it get it right there. Because you're so self-conscious when you speak with those, eh? But the one thing
I've never.
I know actually, it's a very weird concept and feeling.
I have had that where when I was working and I had to present. There was a new group that I had organized. And so I was had to speak in front of, there was an all staff meeting, and so they gave me a chance to speak in front of all staff. And of course I'm not used to doing that. So it's very uncomfortable. And so I remember I had practiced this whole little spiel that I was going to give, and the other women who were part of this group were scattered throughout the audience, and it was great because, and they same thing, they give you a microphone, and you know, your first time, and you're just like, oh, this is really weird.
It is.
And I remember I had asked a friend of mine who worked, she had been my boss at a certain point, and I said, I don't know what to do, like going out there, and she said, well, start with a joke. And I was like, oh, I'm not a joke teller.
No, that's not me.
That's just so not me. But when they handed me the microphone, because I hadn't planned on that, I was like, oh, a microphone. I said, I promise I won't sing. And everybody laughed, and that made me feel better. And then she came to me afterwards. She goes, see, you started with a joke. And I was like, it wasn't planned.
And it's not a joke. You don't
want to hear me sing. But yeah, and then after a while I got used, you know, that really helped.
But it was weird.
But it's weird holding it.
It is, because I think you don't really need to hold it right there.
Yeah.
I think if you speak loudly and it's like at least 6 inches from your mouth.
You had to have it closer. Because when
I wasn't speaking loud enough. That's what it was. But you're supposed to speak louder, but hold it away, because you don't. I hate that. To me, talking to somebody, I'm covering my mouth, and a lot of people.
Well, the other thing I think
like
of
that.
is like, you know, even if you don't see it, like little spit or something
I
goes
don't
on
need
it, and then the next person. Ugh.
I know. So. Yeah, that doesn't bother me as much, but I don't even think of that. But still, it's just awkward having it like right there.
Yeah.
So, but it was, oh my gosh, it was so funny.
Yeah.
So funny.
It was good. If you are interested, definitely go check it out.
Yes, if you go to
there's a big section at the beginning of, I don't remember which episode.
About 15 minutes or so of her latest episode.
And then she's attached that Q&A portion.
It's about 20 minutes.
And it's about 20 minutes. But it's really good because it's got good, there were
good
questions.
Yeah, she had some thought up questions.
And there were a couple other people had asked questions. And it was a nice mix of people who were on the panel, like with you, like you said, Eric and
so it was 3 guys and 3 girls basically on the panel.
Yeah, so it was really really good podcast or Q&A, I thought.
So one of the things, where did I put
So when you were there, of course, it is a Fiber Fest, which means there was shopping to be done.
Yes, there was shopping to be done. I thought I had a little piece of... Oh, there they are. Okay. One of the things I was going to say is Christopher of Cabin Boy Knits is having this wool kiki at the cabin, and it's in Sterling, Ontario. Here it is.
So on the back it says, a social gathering of sheep, alpaca farmers, knitters, spinners, dyers, and designers. Spend a relaxing afternoon on the grounds of a pre-Confederation log cabin with other fiber enthusiasts.
Which is where he lives.
So that's where he lives. There's an exhibit of 60 breeds of sheep.
Of their sheep, the sheep will not be there. It's the fleeces.
Oh, the fleeces of these sheep.
Yes.
Okay, that should be interesting, especially if you're a spinner. I think it would be really fascinating.
Yes, he said there'd be like over 70 fleeces of different breeds of sheep, so you can really get a good
sense
sheep
of
and
what the differences are. That's really cool.
Yeah.
They're accepting donations of yarn or other to the Men's Knitting Retreat Scholarship Fund.
Yes.
I know he has opportunities for men who knit.
Yes, he actually, I believe this weekend, he's having it.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure. I believe it's this weekend. He's having a men's knitting retreat up at his cabin.
Yeah. So it would be, I think it would be really cool.
Yeah, it would be a lot of fun.
Because there are a lot of men who knit, and I think there are probably, there's not as much opportunity because there's so many like women podcasters, so many women knitters, and a lot of patterns for women. So finding... And
he does some designs. He's also an artist.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
He also is an artist,
Yeah, he has the eye, so. But yeah, definitely check him out.
Yes.
I'm assuming he's on Instagram as Cabin Boy Knits.
Cabin Boy Knits.
So you can probably find out more information if you go to his Instagram.
Oh yeah, he's got some beautiful stuff.
Yeah,
beautiful stuff.
So yeah, definitely check it out.
But anyways, what I picked up was, this is the first thing I bought. Was it the first? If not, it was the second.
Yeah.
Margaret, when we went to the Toronto Knitters Frolic,
Yes.
bought this skein of yarn and thought, I think I should have bought two.
Two, yeah. So yes,
I bought one for her to get that for her.
And I'm so happy because I'm thinking, I keep talking about how I want to make myself a pure joy shawl, and I keep thinking this is the one I want to do.
Yes. Yes.
Because I like this color, in case you couldn't tell.
Gee, really?
Yeah. So, but didn't you say that when you went in and you talked to her?
Yeah.
She said, she thought...
She looked, she came out to me, she goes, oh my God, you cut your hair. And I went, that's my sister. Yeah. She's like, wow. And I said, yeah, I know. We're very similar.
Yes.
But so,
yeah, very excited about that.
Mm-hmm. So we need to contact her, though. She wanted to talk to us about some stuff.
Yeah.
I also went to Van Dyke Designs, which I missed at the Toronto Knitters Frolic.
Yes.
And I found her there, and I saw this, and the first thing I thought of was Margaret, because she liked this. So this is her bag.
Isn't
Van
that
Dyke
cute?
Designs. And it's got, it's got fluff on it, but there's the handles.
Oh my gosh, that's such a cute bag.
So, and I knew Margaret would like that, so I picked that up for her.
Thank you. And look at the pattern on the inside. Yes. Isn't that nice?
So I picked a more sedate one for myself.
Yeah, this, you know what it is? It's because from Rosehaven, I got a sock blank, so I will be making a pair of socks out of this.
And yours is the campers.
And it's the campers.
Yeah, I thought so.
It just is perfect. Because it's funny because I'm not a camper at all.
No, she's not.
I may be... You could maybe talk me into glamping.
Yes. If it was in a trailer.
A trailer.
If it was in a trailer, she might actually go out.
Yeah. But yeah, tents on the ground, sleeping on the ground, that's never going to happen.
Yeah.
Like, it would have to be a post-apocalyptic situation for me to do that, because it's just not happening.
Yeah.
But yeah, I might do something like this. Actually, it's funny.
See, and this,
so my husband used to have...
And see, the pouches are on the outside.
Yeah, my husband used to have a VW camper van.
Yeah.
And it was like that lime, that green color.
Yeah.
And this was in the
early 80s.
In the
early 80s.
Was
when you started dating him.
No, I think it was a little bit later. I think he was already living in Pickering.
No, you started dating him. He was living in Oshawa.
No, I know, but it wasn't because it was when he was in Pickering that he had it. Because I remember it being in the driveway.
Yeah, but he had it. He had it when you started dating him.
No, he did not. He had a different Volkswagen car.
Oh, okay.
A blue one. But the camper van he got later, and we did go places in it and kind of camp. So when I see that, it makes me think of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I love these, and like these sort of teardrop ones.
The retro. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. But this was his van.
Yeah, it was.
It was his van with the pop.
That was one of the things that I thought I had to get this. Yeah. I just had to.
So, I know. That is very cool.
Yes.
I love that. And this is unusual. I don't have one that's got like handles like
that. And it doesn't really close.
No. But that's fine.
Like it is open, which is nice.
It's going to be perfect for
I got this one.
That's so pretty though. This fabric is gorgeous.
It is.
That fabric
it sort of reminded me of balls of yarn and knitting needles.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
So,
and it makes me think of like a Japanese type of yarn.
Yeah, and
I don't know why.
And that's the back. It's just it's almost like a corduroy feeling, a chenille of some sort in a way. Yeah,
it's a
and
nice
the inside
fabric.
is just a plain white. But this like that. I like this, and the pouches on the outside.
Yeah,
so
perfect.
You could almost use it as just like a lunch bag or something. Too.
Yeah, you could.
I really like it. Now she also has those. Oh my gosh, what were they called? And they said that they didn't have it. They had those. Oh, the ones that you tie.
Yeah, like a Chinese.
Yes, there's a name for them.
Yeah,
and I can't think of it. But she has them.
Chinese food. Containers,
almost like, but
it's
a tie. It's more like to me. It makes me think of like a hobo bag.
A hobo bag.
I forget what they're called, but a lot of people have them, and she didn't have any at that show.
Oh, okay.
She has them online at her shop, and I'm going, oh, she has one of those. I'm getting one of those. She didn't have any, so and bags. So, but this is her little Van Dyke Designs.
Now she is on Instagram, and it looks like she's also on Facebook.
Yes,
so definitely worth checking out.
Yes, she is on Facebook and Instagram. So VanDykeDesignSpec.com. But she lives in the Prince Edward County area.
I was just going to say, PEC is Prince Edward County.
Yeah.
So, Yeah, we'll put the contact information
Yeah.
up on our
she's
Ravelry
got
page.
lovely ones. She does have ones that zip and drawstring as well.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But these are different. This is a really nice
I
different
know,
one.
because
So it's
we've
awesome.
got lots with zippers. I've got
Mhm.
one or two with drawstrings, but
Yes.
it's nice to have one like that.
Yeah.
Now, because we have a lot of speckles and things like that, we've been looking for tonals.
Yes.
So I went to the girls at All Dyed Up. That's
right.
Edith and Diane.
Yeah.
And this, and they have a podcast,
Mm-hmm.
and they're from the, I think, Kingston area. They're from that. We met them at the.
I remember at the Knitters Frolic.
Yes,
Yeah, they were chatting to us, telling us about their podcast.
Yes. So I bought this. It's a little more denim-y than that. It's a little like a grayer denim, more gray denim than.
It's really
from
lovely.
what it shows.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is their card. All Dyed Up. They have a podcast as well, and they also sell the yarn. And it's two sisters, and one, they each dye separately, so they both have completely different.
Oh wow,
so
that's
it's
really cool.
really awesome. This one is their fingering superwash 80/20.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and it's called Step 1 Blue.
So it's real. It's a beautiful. It is, like you said, it's a denim-y blue.
Yes, and a little more tonal. So we don't have enough of those. Speckles were the biggest thing for them, and I think a lot of people are they're still keeping with them, but moving away a little bit more.
Yeah,
Some of them I think are being a little more subtle and not so.
And I think as well, because so many patterns, like I'm thinking of like Stephen West, Speckle and Pop.
Yeah.
And so many patterns are now calling for like having a speckle or
a tonal usually. Like there's usually two or three different.
Fade. A lot of people were doing a speckle, and then if you're holding it then it's fading into maybe the more solid.
Yes.
Like you could do that in
Yes.
So I think people are starting to look a lot more at
yes.
that
Well, that's the thing, and I thought blue's a good neutral.
A good neutral.
It'll go with a lot of stuff.
And denim blue,
it's
like
gonna
you can
go
wear
with everything.
anything with your
pair
of
with
jeans.
everything.
So
that's right.
Is great. Yeah.
Yeah. So that is from that.
Yeah.
Now this weekend is the...
Oh, we definitely want to talk about this.
Yes, the Kawartha Yarn and Fiber Festival.
I think this is this the first year?
This is the first year. I am going to be going there.
So that's in Fanlin Falls.
Yeah, I checked it on Google Maps, and I'm only in... It said 1 hour and 1 minute.
Oh,
so
good.
It's only an hour for me to get there, which is not bad because the Prince Edward one was 2 hours.
Yes.
It's a lot longer.
Yeah.
So I much prefer one about an hour.
So this one looks good too.
Yeah.
A single day event.
Yeah.
Showcasing local and independent vendors, a mini market for small businesses designed specifically to help small companies with great products put a spotlight on their unique products.
Yeah.
So fiber artists of all types, knitters, crocheters, spinners, and felchers will all find something perfect for them. There's classes as well. So you can try out a new craft or just maybe learn something new in a craft that you're already involved in. I think it would be really cool.
Yes.
So, if you happen to be in the area or are looking for something to do this Saturday, definitely check it out.
I'm going to go there. Amanda.
These festivals are successful only if they can draw a crowd. Like if it's successful this year, it's going to happen again next year.
Well, that's what happened with the Prince Edward County one. Last year was their first year, and it was Leslie was saying that the local business association didn't realize what a draw it actually was.
Yes, because it's very family friendly.
It's very family friendly, and not just that. A lot of people actually go for the weekend because there's a lot of wineries in the Prince Edward County area, and a lot of people go for the whole weekend, and they make a weekend of it and do some wine tastings and wine tours. And there's also Sandbanks Provincial Park, which has beautiful beaches there, absolutely gorgeous beaches. So there's especially if you go to the Dunes Beach, you wonder. is this really Lake Ontario?
Yes, it's really quite
It's
lovely.
like phenomenal.
So there's
You
a lot
wouldn't
to
think
do
you were on Lake
there.
Ontario.
So I'm not sure about Fenelon Falls.
No, because
but I
this
think
is actually being held at the high school.
Yeah.
In Fenelon Falls. So I don't know if it's going to be outside in their parking lot,
Yeah.
if it's going to be in their gym or
Yeah.
half and half.
Yeah.
Like, I have no idea. It's their first year, but I want to go and support it.
Yeah.
Also, Amanda, Yarn Enabler, and Jen, the yarn therapist, they have a booth there this weekend as well. So, and then one of our other friends, the other Jen, and she's up north yarns, Northern Pine Yarn Company.
Yeah.
She's also going to be there.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I want to go and check that out and see how it is, and hopefully.
So that's another reason. I mean, we, we're friends of theirs, but we love their yarns, of course.
Yes.
So, if you have been interested in trying out any of their yarns, I would definitely. That's a great opportunity to go and see, especially if you're like us, where you like to actually
feel it and touch. Right.
Yeah.
I'm very leery of buying online. I'm tactile. I want to go and say,
ooh, I like this. Yes. So, which I know you would do anyway. Yes. But it's a great chance to go and talk to them too, because they love talking to the people who are supporting them and interested in what they're doing. So and not just them, but like a lot of other fiber artists are going to be there.
I'm looking forward to checking out. There's a few that I want to check out. There is a Kawartha dyer, and I just saw it on something the other day, and I cannot think of her name. I think it's called Kawartha Yarns.
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's what it's called, and I'll have to look it up. But yeah, I think I found her somewhere. It may have been on Instagram.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that maybe I can find some of her stuff. She said she's going to be there. So
yeah.
And like Van Dyke Designs, she's going to be there. I think the All Dyed Up girls are going to be there too.
Oh wow. So there's a lot of stuff going on there. Definitely worth checking out.
Yeah, a lot of people that we have heard of are going to be there. I think Erin of Bling Your String is going to be there too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun. So that I think Tiffany's going to show up as well. So that'll be nice. Knitting at Tiffany's.
Yeah.
So maybe we can do a little, hey.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah.
So, definitely something to do this weekend if you're interested and you're in the area.
And the weather's supposed to be nice.
And it's supposed to be nice. I think it's going to be quite comfortable that day, actually. Yes. So, definitely worth checking out.
Yes. Knock on wood, it's going to be okay.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything else. Like, I don't really have anything on the go myself.
No, me either. That's pretty much it. Other than this weekend is Ribfest, where I am. The following weekend is Summerfest in town here.
Okay.
My husband often shows the car, but we probably won't be at that one. We're going to Ottawa that weekend. Our oldest son, they do the initial, just the beginning training and socialization of dogs for Canadian guide dogs. They're one of the people that take them in. And one of their dogs is graduating that weekend, so we're going to Ottawa for that.
I wonder if they walk across the stage.
They do. They get So from there, so he's passed their program, so then they get matched up with someone, and this dog is a good sized dog, so this will be he'll be put with a bigger person.
Yeah.
Because it's not, you wouldn't want a small little one. This is a good, powerful dog. He's 95 pounds.
He's a gentle soul.
But he's a big gentle soul.
He'd have to go to an adult, not a child.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
And so this is their first dog that they've had that is going through and has actually passed all the in-depth training, because he's been there for a year, going through all of the stuff he has to for the training.
Yeah.
And so we're all just very proud of that, and it's super. And then once they get fit with someone, they go through, I think, about 6 to 8 weeks of intensive training with the dog before they're allowed to go home with the dog on their own. Oh yeah, they have, because they have to learn all the commands. They have to learn. These people obviously have visual issues, so that's why they have the dog.
Yeah.
So they have to make sure and they also have to make sure that they're suited.
Yes.
So
yeah, That does take time.
Yeah, it does. So, yeah. So, yay.
Yay, that's going to be, that'll be fun.
We're very happy about that. So, but that's it. That's pretty, after that, and that'll be also Father's Day weekend on the 17th. So, we have to figure out something to do with Dad.
Yeah.
So,
so
that's about it.
That is us all caught up, I think.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah. So, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah.
I hope you found something interesting or funny or of value
here.
Otherwise, just thanks for sitting and joining us today.
And thank you to anybody who newly subscribed or newly watched us. If you like it, subscribe. Yeah. Thumbs up, the whole thing, whatever. Yeah. If it's not your cup of tea, that's fine too. There's hundreds of
so many
podcasts out there.
Definitely want to check out.
Find one. There's lots.
Find one who's going to resonate.
There's
with
lots.
You.
Yeah. That's for sure.
Because we love spreading the fiber love.
Yes, we do. So anyways, we will see you in a couple. Oh, and in 2 weeks, it's our second podiversary.
Oh, wow.
So we just thought we would, so I thought we would mention that. We're going to come up with something for our second podiversary and see if there's some sort of a little giveaway we can do. So.
Come back and join us then. Find out. We'll have it figured out.
Yes. Okay, we will talk to everyone later and have a great day. Bye for now.
Bye.